yes I am. When I grow.
Thank you, Chairman, and we're back out here at Cheraw Acres, but today we have Miss Ashkiua Locklear, who has invited us out to tell us more about Cheraw Acres as well, as Dawn did last week. She's going to talk to us about how she came about being able to live in this community, having a home of her own, and things like that. But before we get started, as you know always, we want to know, who are you, where are you from, and who are your people?
Okay. I'm Ashkiua Locklear. I've always lived in South Hope area. My family are most of the Goinses. My mother is Archie Locklear. My father's Archie Locklear. My mother is Josephine Locklear, and my grandpa is Henry Goins and Elizabeth Goins.
Awesome. So I noticed that you said that you are always in the South Hope area. Now, prior to this home, were you living in a home? What type of housing were you living in before?
I was living with my parents, Archie and Josephine, right beside Old Maxton Road. So we always stayed there. I'm 25, been living there 25 years.
When you first got here, when they showed you the home, tell me what the whole process looked like. What kind of conversations happened to get you into this home?
Actually, they done some paperwork. We had to find out how much I was making and all that. And then they showed me one of the homes down the street that Don Woods has now. I looked around in that home. I'm more of an open space type person. They showed me that one, then they brought me down to this one, and I told them right then I liked it, and then that's when everything started.
So when you say everything started, I want you to talk to me about that process, because I want to be able to understand it, and I want our other tribal members to be able to understand that too. So they showed you the home. Were there any special requirements that you had to meet prior to being able to obtain this home, like maybe homeowners insurance or things like that? So talk to me about that.
After I told them I wanted the home, I had to go and do some more paperwork. I had to go with some of my credit history. We had to talk about that, trying to get my credit up to date. After I spoke with the lady about that, she gave me all the information about the home. I had to go get some insurance on it. After I got the insurance, then I took the paperwork back and I had the insurance proof. Then she got up with the lawyer, and everything that was in with the home was added in. I also got a washer and dryer, the refrigerator, all my appliances was added in. And they gave that to the lawyer. The lawyer pulled up the paperwork. After the paperwork was pulled up, they called me. I met with the lawyer, signed the papers, and I got my key right then.
That's amazing. It sounds exciting just listening to you talk about it, because I know you said you were 25, right? So you're still very young, and to be in your own home of your own, I mean, just tell me, how does that make you feel?
I love it. It's great. I'm glad to be out. I'm glad that the tribe helped me.
I do remember you saying that you were on the waiting list for quite some time. I do want you to tell me, how long were you on that waiting list, and how did it make you feel, and things like that?
I was on the waiting list probably 9 or 10 years. After 3 or 4 years went by, I kept calling. Nothing was, it was on the waiting list. Everything was pushed back. And I actually lost hope. And then when I spoke with Tony, and then Tony, said that he'll work it out, I really didn't believe that he would. But after a few days later, he called, and everything started working out for me.
So the main concept probably would be, like, once that application process started, they were calling you need to get this done, you need to get that done. So you were pretty on top of things, correct? Because you knew you had to be for it to happen. So that's really awesome. Chairman, we're going to take a small break. Miss Ashkiua is going to probably show us around the house a little bit, as did Dawn last week, so we can get a view of her home as well. And we'll be back with a few more questions. And we're back, Chairman. As you can see, Miss Ashkiua has a beautiful home. And remember, guys, she's only 25 years old, so dreams do happen. It is possible. I want to ask you, how long have you been in this house?
In April will be a year.
1 year.
Yep.
So it's still fairly new to you.
It is.
So tell me, what do you like most about Cheraw Acres?
It's quiet. The neighbors are very home welcoming. but it's very quiet around here. Nobody bothers you. No loud music. It's relaxing.
So that's very good. And I know we didn't mention, but Miss Ashkiua does have a daughter who stays here with her, and she actually is at the Boys and Girls Club right now, which is like 2 houses down. So that's really, how does that make you feel to know that you know where your daughter's at? She's actually like right next door. I mean, that's got to be an awesome feeling. I do want you to tell me though, if I were an interested tribal member in coming out here, or if I was just an interested member in wanting to build a home, what could you say to me to make me want to build out here in Cheraw Acres?
It's quiet. I mean, anybody that wants a home should come to Cheraw Acres. I don't know, it's a lot of room, and you're right by the Boys and Girls Club, the school. There's a church right down the street. So, I mean, it's a good community. The people are great. And
as you said, the school, I know that school down there is actually one of the traditional Indian schools as well. So you're also kind of at a historical monument, so to speak. So, I mean, you're surrounded by goodness out here. I just want to thank you so much for allowing us to come in your home, showing us around, telling us what you like so much about Cheraw. I do hope that anyone out there that is interested in building a home, that you do come out here, because it's truly a wonderful place. It's beautiful out here. Do you have anything that you want to say, last minute words?
No, but I thank everybody from the tribe.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And Chairman, back to you.
Yes, I